Hey guys, welcome to Worlds Collide. I'm Tony.
I'm Matt! I'm back!
And this is still another catch-up episode. He wants to go over the stuff that we went over last time, just kind of give his opinion. I want to hear his opinion. I know I told you guys a little bit of what he thought, but I want to hear him say it.
I got some defending I need to do after that last video.
Yeah. And biggest thing, BVS Ultimate Cut came out. We watched it. We want to talk a little bit on it, but we'll wait till the end for that. For now, we're going to go through our reviews, or the reviews that I brought up. Arrow final thoughts.
Terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Terrible.
This show has become a soap opera, and it was like watching Dark Knight Rises,
but
and it was just like, it was terrible. Like Felicity on the roof, okay, real quick. Oliver giving that speech, being like, "Hey guys, stop! We are better than this. Our city." I'm like, what the fuck, dude? We talked about the writing all season, and it was just like, they were just trying to fucking just, I guess, coast and get this thing done, because it was terrible.
I'm not defending the show.
On the upside, it sounds like everything that they've talked about so far, getting back to the roots and the grittiness, and not so much end of the world apocalyptic type stuff.
It's not the grittiness that was like.
There was no grittiness.
Yeah, well, you don't need to bring that stuff back. You just need to get rid of this whole oh, do I love you? Do I not love you? Do I want to be with you? Do I not want to be with you?
I just want to watch Green Arrow kick some ass.
And if they're gonna use magic, only use magic for one episode, not use it as the ultimate.
Yeah,
because the magic was very cheesy.
It sounds from the look of things on Twitter and kind of all around social media, it sounds like they heard the fans.
Yeah.
So we'll find out season 5.
There's a lot of casting going on.
A lot of it. So otherwise, the season finale was terrible.
Yeah. Flash final thoughts.
Loved the finale. See, it's funny. We talk about Arrow having this apocalyptic type ending, the end of the world stuff, and Flash was just a race, and it was just about Barry having to conquer.
Technically, it was still apocalyptic.
Yeah, you're right.
We already knew it wasn't going to happen.
Right. I really like the season finale. It overall as a season, not as strong as season 1, but it's up there. Season 1, it was so good.
I feel like season 1 was so good because it was Flash, dude. They
dude.
brought Flash.
And the story was so compelling, and they did it again this season, but they played along a lot of the same themes that they did in the first season, and that's okay. It's now we're going into the 3rd season, and we're going to get fucking Flashpoint!
I think when we talked about it, my biggest issue was that it felt like they're playing off that same mentorship gone wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's where I was like, not that I don't mind seeing it again, but it didn't, to me it was like, okay, that's not really compelling because we just seen that.
Yeah, and it hit more in the first season.
Yeah.
Obviously with all the revelations about Dawn and Wells. So I enjoyed this season very much. Season finale was good. I loved the cliffhanger ending, except I didn't like the fact that he finally was like, "Iris, I'm not ready." After all of that build-up, I'm like, dude, seriously? So instead, you're going to blow off Iris to go save your mom and screw up everyone's timeline now. Great. Thanks, bro.
I wasn't a fan of the race. I felt, because it was so much building up, and Zoom was doing so much bad shit. I wanted Barry to get a couple nicks in, and it was like...
Yeah, I could say it being underwhelming. But I like the fact that he used the time remnant of himself. That was pretty smart. Cool. I said... I don't think Zoom saw that coming. As for next season with Flashpoint, okay, hands down, Flashpoint Paradox is my favorite story. There is no story as compelling as that one alone, and we're still seeing the effects of it now with Rebirth, which is absolutely nuts. There you go. You do you, boo. Yeah, move that thing around. There you go. I know we're not going to get the actual comic version, though. They may play on it a little bit. That's okay to me. I'm okay with it. What I'm worried is because this is only going to last 3 episodes.
Yeah.
And I'm curious to see how this plays out. I know that you love Flashpoint just as much as I do, but you're just kind of like, we're not going to get to see the cool things of the comic or the movie if you've seen the animated version.
I'm not saying I'm not excited, because I am excited. I'm just not as excited as I want to be, simply because, like you said, Flashpoint is such a fucking brilliant story.
So good.
That when it comes down to it, you can't essentially use all those characters, right? You're going to have to narrow it down to, Arrow has to be the Batman.
Right.
His dad will take his place, blah, 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 so on and so forth. You can't use the Amazonians, Atlanteans. You can't use all of that stuff, and that's just, and a little part of me, like, I know it's just an adaptation.
Yeah.
But it just kind of bothers me a little bit just because that story was so rich with characters.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I'm still excited to see their version of Flashpoint. And, you know, be honest, with the DCEU, if they eventually play on the Flashpoint, they could really do it, obviously, because they have all of it set up.
And they already set up, like, Injustice.
Right. So I'm all for Season 3 Flashpoint. We'll just see how it plays out and who ends up where. Thanks, Barry.
Okay, well, moving on to Gotham.
Yes! Okay. This is my biggest thing. Okay. When they first announced Gotham, I was like, okay, this could be cool. And I watched the first few episodes. I was like, okay, they're kind of doing this gritty take on Gotham. And I was like, all right, but it got really bad. And they didn't know what they were doing. And I fell off of it. I was just like, I stopped watching. I didn't even watch the rest of Season 1. But then I heard Season 2, the early reviews were coming out saying, give it another shot. It's not great, but it's better than Season 1. And I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. Dude, I'm in fucking love with this show. You have to, and it's terrible to say it this way, but you kind of have to not necessarily dumb yourself down, but just you have to understand that you're in this world where goofy shit happens.
I'd say lower your expectations.
Oh, dude, if you can lower your expectations and just, this show does not give a single flying fuck what it's doing, and it's fucking awesome.
See, for me, the first 3 episodes really good until Jerome, died.
Yeah.
And then it was so boring. And then when Mr. Freeze came out, I'm like, oh shit, Mr. Freeze.
The Wrath of the Villains, or the Rise of the Villains, and it was Wrath of the Villains the second half of the season. They, especially with Hugo Strange, they just didn't care. They were like, we're just going to start cherry picking characters because you know what? Ultimately, I don't think we're ever going to see a Batman on this show. I mean, obviously, maybe, but it's just like, they're not worried about it. And so we're getting to see these villains who are normally Batman villains in the show now and watch Jim Gordon deal with it. Like, what the hell? Like, he has no place in this world to be able to deal with this stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, if you can just lower your expectations, as you say, and just watch it for what it is and just understand that you're going to see goofy stuff, but you get to see some great Batman villains. The costumes are awesome. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it.
Okay.
So
I'm like, whatever, like, it's not great, but it's not.
No, it's not great.
It's not. Anyway. It's not like they're like horrible. Like, I've seen worse.
It's not great at all, but like I said, I have fun with it.
Okay, well.
It's like a guilty pleasure for me.
Well, let's go on to Warcraft.
Okay. Warcraft, I felt teetered on the brink. It could have been great.
Mm-hmm.
It was good, though. The CG was incredible. Visually, It looked great. It starts really fast-paced, and then hits the brakes like a half hour in, because all of a sudden it slows way down.
Yeah.
They had a lot of story to tell. I know a lot of fans were upset because it was more of a prequel to the first game, and a lot of people were kind of confused what was going on. I liked it, though.
To me, it wasn't Lord of the Rings good, but it was highest grossing video game movie. There will be a part 2, which I hope they can get it right the second time. Well, it wasn't necessarily wrong, but it was just...
Well, we can thank China for that, because China loved Warcraft and really pushed it over the top. So thanks, China. We appreciate that. Okay. But yeah, I think a lot of these companies are hearing what the fans say and just like, okay, let's do this right.
All right, did you get a chance to see Independence Day?
I'm not going to see Independence Day. The reviews have been
I've seen mixed reviews.
Independence Day holds a special place in my heart when it came out because it was like at least for me, like the first big epic world-ending movie that I can remember as a kid.
Starship Troopers wasn't world-ending; it was like off-world. But yeah,
but that I think was after Independence Day. I think Independence Day was like 95 or 96.
Oh, okay.
So I was like 10 or 11 at the time, and I just remember it leaving such an impact, and it was such a fun movie. People always talk about this turn off your brain type movies. When we talk about that, it's just more of like, that things are going to defy logic, things are going to make sense, but I just want to stuff my face with popcorn, have a good time, laugh a little bit, and see some shit happen. The reviews came out, and the people that I listen to and follow talked about it so harshly that, and I don't go see sequels to movies that came out years ago. I haven't seen Anchorman 2. I haven't seen Zoolander 2. I made the mistake of seeing Dumb and Dumber 2. Because now I've ruined those memories of those first ones, and I'm just going to live in this world where I have just these movies, and these sequels don't exist. Now, if the reviews had been positive, I would have been at the movies, but I will not see Independence Day 2.
Okay. I haven't seen it either.
I can't do it to myself. I can't do it.
I know you don't watch Game of Thrones, but have you been hearing stuff?
Oh my god. Okay, so I'm finally going to do this. I'm going to subscribe to HBO Go, so I can watch all of them. I'm going to binge like crazy.
You can do it fast. 10
episodes. Going to, because not only have you been on my case, Danielle, who was on the show, has been on my case. People at work have been on my case. I'm going to do this.
I can't wait to see your reaction.
I hope that even though I know how some things play out because you can't avoid it on the internet with Game of Thrones, I hope that the impact still hits me. I'm going to do it.
All right.
So expect
I'll do that.
No, I probably expect within the next week or so I'm going to start it.
You could finish a season a week. Or not even. It depends how much time
I think HBO Go gives you like a free month.
Yeah.
That's plenty of time. So I think I'm going to just go crazy and say thanks, HBO.
Now we're going to move on to the news aspect of this. Anton Yelchin?
Yelchin. Anton Yelchin.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
Dude, that's terrible, dude. I love that actor.
He passed away in that
you talked about that last weekend, man. Just a freak accident, and it's so not cool because that dude was talented.
Yeah, I loved him in Alpha Dog.
Alpha Dog. My favorite role with him was Charlie Bartlett. I don't know if you've seen that one with Robert Downey Jr. Great movie. Obviously, most people know him from Star Trek.
Yeah.
He has this other movie on Netflix called Odd Thomas, which is great. I'm going to miss him, man. He was a great actor, and from all accounts, he was a great guy. It's just a shitty way to go, dude. That sucks. So I'm going to miss you, for sure.
Same here. I guess we'll be moving on from that side.
Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to him. I know people are still kind of talking, so.
Not gonna spend much time on it. Arrow.
We kind of talked about.
Artemis will be cast.
Yeah.
He's gonna get a new outfit change. Can't really help the show. Hopefully the show can redeem itself. I don't know.
Like we said, it seems like they're listening to the fans.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Flash first episode being titled Flashpoint. We already talked about that. All right, big news. Supergirl cast Taylor. Why are these names like Holchin?
I think it's Holchin.
Holchin. Cast as Superman. I'm not a fan. I already talked about this. He looks like an MTV model. I'm not a fan. He doesn't resemble anything that's Clark Kent or anything that's Superman.
He's got the jawline. I'll give him that.
Go ahead, Matt.
I think Danielle said it last week. Like, he is an MTV model. Wasn't he on like Teen Wolf or something? I'm okay with it. I think it would have been a fun fan service to get Tom Welling to do it. I think that would have been really cool. But I totally understand why they didn't do that, because it might take away from the aspect of Supergirl by bringing such a high-profile actor who played Clark Kent for so long.
I know you're against this, but I was more a fan of Brandon Roth. The only reason why I think it could have worked is because in the world that Flash has already established, there's different universes. They could have totally had him be Superman and still be on Legends of Tomorrow explaining, unless they do something where they're going to merge Supergirl's world with Flash's world, then that's a different story. But in the sense that it's Earth 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, he could have been an Earth 5 Superman.
But it didn't they establish in Flash, though, like, Barry was still Barry on Earth 2. He just didn't have his power. He was just a different Barry.
But there's still different, like, Earths where he won't be Barry. Like, that might not be Barry. It could be someone else.
I guess. I mean, we haven't gotten into... Well, I guess the Flash from Earth 3 was the real Jay Garrick, so... Yeah. We'll see. I don't think they're going to give him a huge role, because I think they just want to bring back the fans that they lost or didn't get from the CBS series. The very brightly lit, happy. Like we talked about it. We like the season.
I like Supergirl a lot.
I think moving to the CW is the best thing for it. And I think this is just their way to bring back fans real quick, and they are going to establish Supergirl's story again. It's just a matter of how is she going to fit into the overall CW Arrowverse. So
they'll figure something out.
We'll see. I'll give him a shot. I mean, we'll know in the first episode what kind of Superman he is.
Not spending too much time on it. Suicide Squad finished production. New character posted.
Fuck yeah.
David Ayer called it a beast. I believe him.
This movie is going to kick so much ass.
I agree.
The soundtrack. The listing came out of all the songs, dude. It's like a Guardians of the Galaxy kind of mix where it's just everything. I'm super stoked for it. David Ayer hasn't made a bad movie.
Nope. If anything, this might be one of his top movies. We'll see.
Yeah, I don't think he's made a bad movie. So, I mean, people may argue. I know movies are subjective and you can say you don't like something, but that's fine. But I think critically, most of them have been generally favorable.
Yep.
I cannot wait, dude. It's like a month away. It's like a month away. We're getting our next one. I'm so excited.
Next one, there's a lot of news for this. It's Justice League, a lot of set news. I'm not going to spend too much time on it, but what do you think about the news?
Dude, fucking Warner Brothers and DC hit it out of the park by doing this set visit. Talk about changing the perception of their universe by allowing stuff allowing a bunch of people to come onto set,
especially the assholes that were saying shit.
Yeah, and then everyone that has come out is excited. Everyone that has come out from that set visit is excited for Justice League. I mean, they perfectly said they changed the narrative.
Yeah,
the reception was terrible on Batman vs Superman for the most part, and now they're like, look, we're gonna course correct this now, and now that the set visits come out. Comic-Con's less than a month away.
I'm expecting a Wonder Woman trailer.
I expect to see... I don't know if we'll see it.
Maybe an image of them.
I think they're going to drop footage.
Yeah.
I think it'll be... I mean, they even talked about it. One of the Collider reporters, Steve Weintraub, he said that the scene with Bruce Wayne and the Flash, he told them, you guys should play this at Comic-Con. Why not? You guys want to keep this narrative going. Put it out there.
Yeah.
I think it would be amazing. So
Comic-Con's going to be big for DC.
High expectations for DC and Comic-Con. The set visit was a great PR move for Warner Brothers and the DCEU. So
we'll see Comic-Con. It's almost here.
Yeah.
Moving on. Don't need to talk about this. Krypton. Casting has begun.
Why are they making the show? This is going to be... I mean, we're going to give it a shot. But his great-grandfather, what are they going to do?
Moving on. Preacher, first thoughts.
Okay, so I'm 3 episodes behind. I've watched the first 3. I have been in love with this show, especially now that at least up until the 3rd episode, has figured out his powers and kind of what he can do. I'm so on board. I've seen reviews, people coming out that it's getting better and better. I know you're not really a big fan.
Our first take, me and Daniel talked about it, and we did a second take. We forgot to talk about it. But, okay. So, I feel like Preacher, and Daniel agreed, is one of those shows where it looks like it's good. Like, we should like it. But for some reason, it doesn't grab our attention, and we don't know why that is. I went to the 2nd episode, got halfway through it, and just didn't finish it. I don't know what my problem is with it. I feel like that little desert bland, like, church area, like...
It's beautiful, though.
I agree. Like, I feel like I should like it. Maybe I just haven't given it. There's video games where you play them and you feel like you don't like them and you come back to them later and you're like, why didn't I play this the first time?
I could feel that.
So maybe I just need to binge it and I'll feel differently. So I'm not saying it's terrible or anything. I need to watch it. So that's all I'm saying.
I've enjoyed it so far. Like I said, though, I'm 3 behind. I've got to catch up. So
yeah.
That takes, yeah.
All right. Well, Spider-Man began shooting. There's some set photos of him and the Spidey, picking his crotch and shit. So... that's exciting. I'm excited to see Tom Holland Spider-Man.
Yeah, from what I hear, the costume looks great. People, I guess, were nitpicky over how much CGI was used in Civil War. Yeah. Naturally.
Yeah, the CGI doesn't look real. Oh, sorry, guys. Sorry, Marvel fans.
Dude, I mean, who's to say that they don't drop something like that? I mean, we know Marvel's going to be there. They may surprise everybody with something, so...
alright.
Keep doing you, Spider-Man.
Marvel, still on Marvel, Guardians of the Galaxy wrapped filming Volume 2. Oops, sorry, earthquake. Volume 2 finished, and I'm excited about this because I'm a big fan of Chris Pratt, so...
I expect a trailer at Comic-Con.
Yeah, hopefully there is. There probably will be.
I expect some footage. I expect them to drop something to tease everybody.
Okay. Well...
Absolutely.
I'm excited. Yeah. Moving on, Rebirth started comic books. Do you like them? What you've read?
So I've read the DC Rebirth and all the one-shots of everybody's stories. Fuck, DC's killing this game right now with comics, dude.
Yeah,
they are killing it with Rebirth.
For some reason, Marvel felt the need to do... Someone told me about it the other day. I was like, you fucking assholes. They felt the need to have Spider-Man and Deadpool go watch a movie, which was a parody of Batman vs. Superman.
Yeah, I bought that issue this week. Well, I've been reading that series. That's actually a great series. This issue was a one-off. They brought in a guest artist and guest writer for this one-off issue. It's still really funny, but yeah, they definitely knocked DC in.
Yeah, well, let's talk about how their Marvel comics aren't doing so good.
Okay, so I've been reading Civil War 2. I've been reading Punisher Daredevil series, Spider-Man Deadpool, which that is really good. But Marvel's not really doing it right now, man. And it's almost like they're relying heavily on... with Civil War 2, they're relying heavily on people are going to die. And it's like, yeah, but, what does death really mean in comics anymore? It's like, I like the idea behind Civil War 2. People are shitting on it because it's like, oh, it's just Minority Report for Marvel. And like, it is. It absolutely is. There's no denying that. I'm cool with it, though, because I like to see these characters that I love kind of take sides on this issue. But it's been all build up so far. I mean, yes, we've had, somebody has died.
Hell Hydra!
That was fun for an issue.
I'm sorry, guys. I meant to say Hell Snydra.
Stupid. But yeah, DC's killing the game right now, dude. They keep the rebirth coming. I'm only following the Flash as an ongoing series, and when Justice League comes out, I'll be following that one. I know you're on all of them.
As far as it is right now, I've read every Rebirth comic. I might slow it down a little bit and start picking stories. It's getting a little expensive, but the comics that I've read, I have not read one story where I just wasn't attached. Like, even Green Arrow's story, I was like, oh, sweet, they're in Seattle.
Dude, they're, like I said, DC's killing the comic game right now, so keep it up, man. They're doing really well.
All right, well, moving on. Power Rangers cast Bryan Cranston as Zordon.
I'm a big I am the one who knocks Rangers.
I'm a big Power Rangers fan. I'm okay with that casting.
I think it's odd. It takes, when they cast Elizabeth Banks, it's like, oh, that's actually someone really talented. You cast Bryan Cranston, and it's just like...
it's like a good list of actors.
And then the teaser poster that dropped, I mean, it seems like they're taking it very seriously, and I'm excited to see a teaser trailer, and I want to see that. I'm on board with it. I mean, I grew up with the Power Rangers, and Bryan Cranston was on the original doing some voice acting, so I'm totally on board with this so far. So I am the one who...
All right. Well, let's move on to, and I know we talked about this real quick, but E3 came.
Oh, yeah, it came in.
I know your favorite game was Spider-Man.
Fuck yeah, Spider-Man. Dude. Insomniac Games, brilliant, dude. And they say that's in-game. Oh, my gosh. That could be the Spider-Man game we've all been waiting for. It's going to be... visually, it's going to be the answer to fucking Rocksteady's Arkham series, because, oh my gosh, dude. I know not everybody else felt the same way I do.
I was a fan of even the shitty, like, Spider-Man 2 games, like, they would be just swinging across the city, like, that shit was fun. Like, the story wasn't good, but it was just fun being Spider-Man.
Yeah, so this you swing around the city and just have fun with it.
With the team that's doing it now, this one, I'm assuming we'd get a better story, you know what
I mean? So I think that was the winner for me. I know God of War.
My biggest thing that I was super psyched about was, like, there was a lot of games. God of War looked amazing, but, like, I was super psyched about Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, fuck yeah. Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, like, take my money.
Absolutely.
Take my money. Like,
all three of those are coming,
I just hope, because I think they put Activision in charge of doing it. I hope Activision doesn't fuck shit up. But it's supposed to be remakes.
DLC.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be remakes, so, I mean, what could they fuck up?
Yeah, I'm totally on board with Crash Bandicoot. Like I said, God of War, you play Xbox, I'm PS. Oh, you play both. I'm sorry.
PS4. Yeah. I am PS4. I have an Xbox for Halo, and that is it. I am PS4. All my games are PS4.
Why do I feel like every year Sony kills their E3 conference?
Dude, Xbox has been going downhill ever since they said, you need online to be online. Oh, wait, did that make sense? You need online to be online. You need internet to be online. My bad.
Don't you have to do the same with PS4, though?
No, you don't need internet. No. When Xbox first announced, they were like, oh, you can't buy used games. You can't have... if you don't have internet connection, you can't have Xbox because it needs an internet connection.
Yeah.
There was, like, 5 things they threw out there where it was like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
And then it was, like, mostly entertainment-based. Like, oh, you can get HBO Go, you can get this or whatever. Not HBO Go, but you know.
Yeah.
It was, like entertainment-based.
Sony is just... It seems like every year they kill the game, dude. They know what they're doing. They're killing it.
This isn't Marvel versus DC. This is Sony versus Microsoft.
Yeah, and we're on the Sony bandwagon for that one. And then the other big winner for me was the South Park Fractured Butthole. Holy crap, yes, dude.
Oh
especially since we're talking superheroes. That trailer was so awesome. I cannot wait to get that game. I cannot wait for that one.
I still need to beat Stick of Truth, but yeah.
And it's a fucking brilliant title, dude. Fractured Butthole. Brilliant stuff.
Well, moving on, last thing. Oh, actually, 2 more things, but Wonder Woman might be a trailer at Comic-Con. They finished filming a while ago.
Oh, yeah, they're going to show a trailer.
I'm excited. Yeah. I personally am a big fan of Gal Gadot. She was amazing.
Like I said, we said earlier, I expect DC to bring the fucking guns.
Yeah.
They're going to come out swinging. Especially, things are starting to turn for them. With them doing the set visit to Justice League, dropping the Ultimate Edition, and then Comic-Con is right here. They are course correcting this. I expect them to bring the fucking guns to Comic-Con.
And then this is going to be the second movie DC lineup film that has a different director, Patty Jenkins.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that. We're going to talk about BVS in a separate video.
Yeah, because we're going way too long in this.
But the last thing I want to bring up, and this is another comic series that Matt got me into. He's a big Ninja Turtles fan.
Oh, dude.
But it's the Ninja Turtles Batman crossover, and I just read it. It's a 6-issue limited series run. I was amazed at how well it was done. The only thing that threw me off, and it wasn't even like a nitpicky thing, but it was like I just never seen a nice nice side to Batman kind of thing. Like, he's always kind of a dick. Like he's a good dick, but he's not. He's always kind of a dick.
He's a good D.
But as far as that goes, like the one-time limited run, I hope they make an animated movie or make a second series because the one-time run was amazing.
It got amazing reviews. They've teased at the end of the book a possible second reunion. If you haven't read it, I highly, highly, highly recommend this series. It is so good.
You just introduced like the Pandora box to me. Like fucking, you showed me something that I'm like, wow, I didn't know crossovers can be this good.
Oh, okay. So I read the Ninja Turtles Ghostbusters crossover, and I'm a huge fan of Ghostbusters as well. And I enjoyed that story, but man, did they hit it right with this one. The Ghostbusters Ninja Turtle crossover is good, and they've been doing it lately with the IDW. But this one knocked it out of the park. Yeah. Knocked it out of the park. So, highly recommend it if you haven't read it. It definitely is Batman Ninja Turtle crossover. It's amazing stuff.
Yeah. So, like I said, we're trying to bring more comics into this so we can get a little sense of what we're doing.
Yeah.
If you don't read comics, this is what it is. Go ahead and check it out. It's amazing. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, you can see it.
But go ahead and check it out.
You can't miss it. Batman Ninja Turtle crossover.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all the news. It's mostly news we talked about last week. There are a few new things, but nothing major. We can talk about it later. But
I just wanted to come in and defend some of the stuff that we talked about last week.
I wanted you guys to hear his opinion.
Like my Gotham.
Because his opinions, we were always butting heads. It always varies. We're never one-minded track on very few things. We are like Ninja Turtles and Batman.
Yeah.
But
you need to watch us go at it with the ultimate cut.
Yeah. But as far as it stands, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for supporting.
Thank you.
We really appreciate it. Like I said, with a lot of our sources, comicbook.com.
Yeah.
Collider?
Collider.com, comicbook.com.
Yeah.
Those guys are amazing with what they do, so just want to give them a shout out. Thank you guys so much for all of your support and hanging out with us and letting us talk all this stuff.
Yeah. And we're sorry that it's been a while. Matt's been really busy, and I kind of don't like doing this without Matt, but I'm going to try to get more guests in here, so... Because this is kind of our thing, but I do want to have guests because I want those varying opinions.
We definitely want to keep these videos coming, and my schedule is starting to fill up a bit, so I will still be
DJ live
popping in here and there.
Yeah, popping in. I'm just kidding. But thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, don't forget to follow us and subscribe to our channel, Worlds Collide 16 on Twitter.
Yeah.
Worlds Collide Show on
Instagram,
Facebook, YouTube. Yeah. Don't forget to follow us. Show us support. Go ahead and leave comments. Tell us what you think. We're not gonna hate you for it.
Yeah. No. Thanks to all the other comments that people leave where where we talk about all this fun stuff. We see those and we answer back. So thank you so much. Continue to chime in. Yeah. We want to know what you think too.
So thank you guys again. This is Tony signing
off. Matt!
Yeah, and thank you for coming to Worlds Collide.
See you guys.